Medellin to Miami, Bogota to Boston. You're in the airport line thinking about snacks, not subpoenas, when a uniform points and says, "Unlock your phone." At the border, your phone speaks before you do, and sometimes it confesses. This isn't fear-mongering, it's a traveler's manual. If you remember one thing today, remember this. Who stops you decides what happens next. I'm breaking down what those uniforms can really ask for, what you can say, and how to prep your device so your vacation doesn't start in an interview room. First, uniforms matter. TSA is the liquids and shoes crowd, aviation safety, not scrolling your texts. Customs and border protection is the border. That's where device inspections live. Two flavors, a basic search, where an officer looks through what's on your screen, and an advanced search, where they connect your phone to a box that can scan or copy data when they say they have a reason. If you're a US citizen, you can refuse to unlock and you'll still be allowed in, but they can keep your device. If you're a visitor, refusing may mean no entry. Same airport, two uniforms, totally different powers. What would you do if they asked you right now? Unlock and move on, or hold the line and miss your flight? A Brazilian engineer flying through Miami got pulled aside because his phone had photos from a nuclear facility taken for work. 8 hours later, he missed his connection and almost lost his visa. No crime. Context. A Colombian influencer landed in Los Angeles and spent 6 hours answering questions about spicy memes she'd posted about immigration. Humor online. Zero humor at the border. Jokes, no laughter. A Canadian traveler in Detroit had a WhatsApp group called Lost Compass 420. It was fantasy football. That 420 turned into 5 hours of "Sir, explain this," until someone realized it was touchdowns, not THC. Touchdowns, not THC. Jeffrey, an American engineer, traveled with a work phone in Mandarin. Agents needed an interpreter just to understand the apps. He was cleared, eventually. Now he carries a clean English-only device and ships the work phone home. And it isn't just the US. Mike, an American arriving in Medellin, was yanked from the immigration line. 3 hours. Phone search. They even checked his name against US records. The officer's parting shot. Your country's strict with our citizens. We're strict too. Borders talk to each other. Your phone translates. Now here's where most people lose the plot. I have nothing to hide. Officers don't just look for contraband, they read context, patterns, tone, inside jokes that don't land. Most border headaches start with content people forgot they even had, and that last-minute delete at the gate? Bad move. Sudden mass deletions look suspicious, and forensic tools often recover weeks-old data anyway. If you're going to clean up, do it gradually and weeks before you fly, not while you're juggling a cinnamon roll and your passport. When context gets messy, tech takes over. So how do they actually pull data? In advanced checks, officers use commercial forensic tools, the same kind police labs use. Those tools read what your phone already knows: messages, photos, metadata, app databases, sometimes deleted fragments. If your device is unlocked and your Google or iCloud account is already signed in, they can often view cloud content without ever triggering your multi-factor authentication. Convenience becomes a liability. MFA stops hackers, not a device that's already signed in. MFA is great online. At a border, if your phone is unlocked and your sessions are active, nobody asks for the second factor. Hardware security keys beat SMS codes, but the best move is simple. Don't travel while logged in on the device you're carrying. Before you touch a button, identify the badge, TSA, CBP, or local equivalents abroad. Keep your voice calm. Ask, is unlocking legally required? If you must comply, avoid saying your passcode out loud. If you're pressured, ask to contact an attorney. US citizens cannot be denied entry, but devices can be held. Paper beats memory. Always ask for a custody receipt that lists what was taken and who took it. Visitors need to weigh privacy versus entry. There's no universal answer. Respect the uniform, but don't surrender your composure. Today is tricky, tomorrow gets weirder. Airports are testing systems that analyze how you use your device. Patterns, app launches, passive identifiers over Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Some places are expanding rules around accessing cloud data linked to your device. The best defense isn't a clever hack, it's preparation, clean devices, minimal data, strong encryption, accounts signed out. Okay, from anxiety to action. Here's the 5-minute fix. 30 days before travel, back up your life to an encrypted drive at home. Audit your cloud and remove anything you don't need for the trip. Switch from SMS codes to an authenticator app or a hardware key. Update your phone and laptop so encryption is current. 15 days before travel, create a travel device or a clean user profile with just the essentials: airline, hotel, maps, translation, emergency contacts. Sign out of Google or iCloud on the device you're carrying. Clear cookies and kill persistent sessions. If you keep your main phone, strip it down. Boring is beautiful. 3 days before travel, disable Auto Connect for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and NFC. Use a temporary email for bookings, if that makes sense. Keep your device charged and ready. A dead phone makes everything harder. At the airport, identify the agency. Ask if unlocking is legally required. If you comply, don't say your passcode out loud. If a device is seized, ask for a receipt with names and contacts. After the trip, change passwords, review account activity, revoke device sessions, reset the travel profile or factory wipe the travel device. Start fresh. Here's the mindset that will actually keep you safe. You're not hiding crimes, you're managing context. Make your phone boring, and your trip won't be. You're making sure jokes don't become evidence, that sarcasm doesn't become intent, and that your vacation doesn't turn into a screenshot seminar. Abroad, you're a guest. At home, a border is still a border. Before we wrap, a few truths worth remembering. TSA cares if your bottle is 3.5 ounces. CBP cares if your memes are 3.5 brain cells. If your love life lives in your camera roll, maybe don't bring all of it to customs. And if your phone is already in the candy store, good luck telling it no. At the border, your phone tells a story. Make sure it tells the right one. I put a 1-page travel privacy checklist and the Gringo survival guide in the description. Save the checklist now. Thank me at boarding. Tell me in the comments, would you unlock your phone or would you hold the line? I'm John the Gringo. Real stories, real warnings, and just enough jokes to keep you out of trouble. Stay safe out there.